people. Now for Sagittarius moon sign people, which means for those people who have moon in the Sagittarius sign, for those people you will find that post end of March or beginning of April, when Saturn moves into the Pisces sign, a month after that Jupiter would be moving into your Gemini sign, and a few weeks after that Rahu would be moving into the Aquarius sign and Ketu into the Leo sign. Now what is happening is there is a very, very strong impact of 10th aspect of Saturn on the moon, 7th aspect of Jupiter on the moon, and vice versa, and Ketu's 5th aspect on the moon. All three strongly influencing moon, whereas moon also rules the 8th house. So Jupiter is expanding relationship connected to home because Jupiter rules the Pisces sign where Saturn is placed. So Jupiter is expanding our equation, but Saturn rules the second house of income and the third house of effort, which means if you put in the effort to get into a stable relationship, emotional relationship, it will be very successful, especially if it's a second relationship. Or you will move a city, or you will find that equation coming in from another city. So the committed relationship may come in from different city, or the person may be born in a different city from your city of birth. And if you are liking the person, if you want to, then you may even fructify the relationship. You may settle down in a committed relationship with the person. So the status quo of the relationship is surely changing, especially post-May. So be careful of who you are committing or getting into relationship or committing through engagement or even getting married. Because of Ketu's 5th aspect on moon, Ketu is denying some gains coming unless you are committed to the person and know the person long term. Then good gains are coming in, career is getting enhanced because moon rules the 8th house, is in the Lagna, in Sagittarius of long distance travel. So if you're not very clear in your mind, then there may be obstructions coming in from the relationship, obstructions coming in from your domestic front also. So be careful of what kind of decisions you're taking from an emotional perspective. Try to be more practical rather than emotional. However, the situation will change a lot and may change drastically post June 2026 because Jupiter will not be in Gemini anymore. Jupiter would have moved into the Cancer sign ruled by moon, and a few months after that Rahu would move into the Capricorn sign and Ketu would have moved into the 8th house, joining Jupiter in the Cancer sign. Now what's happening? Saturn's 10th aspect continues to be on the moon, which means from a career front, income front, effort front, Saturn is asking you to continue to be committed in your work, continue to be committed to your career, which means be committed mind-wise and also emotionally. Be engaged in your work, be engaged to your work also, and be engaged into your domestic house also, to your immediate family also. Especially because Saturn is also continuing to aspect the 7th house. However, now because of Jupiter and Ketu getting into the Cancer sign ruled by moon, which is the 8th house denotation, and Jupiter rules the 4th house where Saturn is moved in, and Saturn is aspecting moon, which means Jupiter is expanding some of the obstruction, challenges, problems which are coming in, especially from an emotional perspective, from a family perspective, from a relationship perspective, from a career perspective also. And because Rahu is moved into the 2nd house, so a lot of it may be connected to money, which means your savings is not growing, your increment is not growing, because of it there is some tension, there is some challenge at home in the relationship also. So Jupiter is expanding that denotation also, especially because Jupiter rules the Lagna or the sign where moon is placed. And because Ketu is the sign of denial, so Ketu is denying you the emotional stability when the situation arises. So the challenge for Sagittarius moon sign people would be not to be too focused on the money or bank or money in the bank or increments. Try and be more stable in the relationship. Try and be more stable in your partnership, in the teamwork. Because that period otherwise will create unnecessary obstructions, challenges in your career, on your relationship, and gains coming in. However, for those people who have careers connected to the 8th house, this will be an excellent period. Jupiter will expand the denotation. Ketu will stop challenges, obstructions happening. So it will be a time for growth for all those people who have careers connected to the 8th house when Moon is in the Sagittarius sign.